Gotta roll it up. She don't even smoke. It's kind of funny in life when you don't understand where you need to go. You know what exercise.
Hey ladies and gents, welcome back. Take My Veganity. It's my first video where I'm actually making something. So I'm not gonna start off with cooking. I probably should, but I figured for this first video, I'm gonna try a juice recipe that I got from Jason Vale. It is a delicious detox recipe. I'll put the link to his video down below. But I changed up kind of the ratios based on the taste I like of my juice. You guys are welcome to add and remove vegetables and fruits from it, however you want to do. You know, if you have something in your fridge that maybe only has another day or two left in it, toss it in, try it out. But I'll go ahead and explain a little bit on the juicer that I have. We'll get to that in a second, but it works really well. Detox juicing, you know, I recommend juicing no matter what, just whether, you know, a lot of people have seen the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead and want to do juicing for weight loss, you know, try and get over certain sicknesses, diseases, whatnot, reverse degenerative disease, cut back on medication. So it's a great way to do it. There's a ton of websites out there, a ton of recipe books as far as juicing goes. I'll share with you some of the tips and tricks that I have. It's more just tips, not really tricks, but as far as what I do for juicing, but I definitely want to get started. So for this recipe, what you're gonna need is some green apples, a lemon, some carrots, a stem of broccoli, and then some celery, cucumber, and a beetroot. It's pretty simple. Jason Vale, his recipe actually juices everything. He puts it in a blender with some ice and an avocado, a ripe avocado, and that makes it a really creamy smoothie type of texture. Me personally this morning, I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like washing a juicer and a blender. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the juice, but you're welcome to try, you know, his version out and see what you think. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get a bowl, chop these up, and obviously that's not very entertaining. So we will skip to that here in just a moment. But all right, so now I wanted to talk to you guys about the juicer that I use. This is an Omega Vert 350. You can probably find a used one. It may say it's an Omega Vert 350 HD, which just stands for heavy duty. But if you were to go and buy one new now in the stores, it would actually just be an Omega Vert 350. I have not tried the other Omega juicers out there, so I really can't say if they're better or worse. But I can tell you this one in particular I've had for a while, over a year and a half, 2 years now, and it works beautifully. It does a great job of juicing. It is quiet. There's a couple of different main types of juicers out there. This is a auger style juicer. So just to kind of show you the way it works is you would feed your vegetables through this chute here, and you'll get to see it here in action in a moment. But it has this auger in the middle of it, which will of course crush up the produce. And then there's a mesh screen that it will continue to spiral down into, and the pulp will start to flow through this bottom piece here. And then of course the juice comes out of the mesh, and these little squeegees will rotate around and push the juice out. So that's essentially how it works. One thing to be aware of when you're using these types of juicers is any vegetables or fruit that has a lot of fiber can actually clog up the mesh screen, and then the quality of your juice, you'll notice, comes out a little bit with more pulp. So I would say save those items for last. Those are gonna be the beetroot, the celery. Those have a lot of, like, especially the celery, because it's those real long, stringy fibers. So save that for the last. Now, the other type of juicers that are out there is the centrifugal juicers, which of course spins at a much higher RPM. The thought behind it is that it will actually destroy the enzymes and the phytonutrients in your juice because it is heating it up since it's spinning so fast. So the quality of the juice may be lesser than the auger style, and then the highest quality of juice you can get is from a actual slow RPM kind of masticating juicer, which is the first step, and then you actually put it through a press and squeeze all of the juice out. That is the way you can get the best juice possible that I've come across. There's a juicer that does that called the Norwalk. It's very expensive for most people's budget. It's about $2,500, I believe. It might be more or less, but basically that juicer is a two-step process. It takes a lot longer to juice vegetables and fruit, but the quality you get can't be beat. We'll actually chop up and create the pulp into a little baggy mesh bag, and then you put that under an actual hydraulic press. It squeezes all the juice out, and that I've seen can last multiple days in the fridge, whereas any other juicer, the centrifugal force juicers, even these auger style juicers, it will start to oxidize fairly quickly. So if you're gonna use these juicers, you could probably use, you probably keep these juices fresh for a couple days in the fridge. The best thing is to always, of course, juice it and drink it immediately. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you guys how this works in action, and hopefully it's not too loud. I, have my mic set up to where I think it'll be okay, but we'll see in a moment. All right, so it's about as loud as it gets, so hopefully that's not too loud from what you guys can hear.
Let it breathe. Come on. So do you think it's worth it? They go dancing on the lunar surface. When everyone trying to hold us down like gravity, we hold up trying to keep the purpose. Where do you wanna be? Tell me what you wanna see. I take you there. Ooh, girl, I take you there. But maybe there's a limitation. Station, here's a demonstration. My life full of bullshit.
All right, so there we go. Got everything juiced. I kind of cleaned everything off a little bit. Got it ready to go. So last thing I always do with this juice, because it's not the way the Norwalk is as far as the mesh bag, I always like to strain it. So over a glass of ice. Main thing with juicing is if you just keep everything clean as soon as you're done, it is not a problem at all. All right, let's test it out. Let me give it a little stir. Oh. Man, that's so refreshing. It's got that lemon, really gives it the lift, the sweetness. I mean, most people don't like beets when you eat beets, raw or plain or pickled, steamed, whatever. But it's really sweet, kind of has that earthy beet hint to it, but it's not overpowering. The apples sweeten it up. You can't taste the celery, the broccoli stem, the carrots. I can't pick any of that up, but it's all in there. I mean, you could have eaten all that raw or juice it on a glass of ice. And me personally, there's still soluble fiber in here. It's really good for your health. Good cleansing detox juice recipe. So big thanks again to Jason Vale for coming up with that particular mix. I, again, didn't include the avocado at the end the way he does in his video. I didn't feel like doing a whole bunch of dishes today, so I'm gonna finish this glass of juice. I might even just kill this whole pitcher, and then I'm gonna take Millie for her bath. I'm sure she's looking forward to that. So again, thanks for watching my videos, checking out my channel, Take My Veganity. If you haven't had a chance already, check out my blog. Go to Instagram.com. Make sure you follow me there at Take My Veganity. And if there's anything you want to see in the future, any ideas you have, like my videos, comment down below. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I'll look forward to the next one. I'll actually do a cooking recipe here coming up next, and I'm excited to get that done. So thank you again. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Sorry that I'm not able to post as often as I'd like. I'm working and doing a lot of other stuff on the side, so my time is limited, but I'll do my best for you guys. And as always, thanks for your time, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Damn.
I can take you where you wanna fly, but maybe there's a limitation. Here's a demonstration. My life full of bullshit in a pulpit, no time for waiting. Wait here, we may not make it. You know how relationships be. Dirty dancing past crazy. Are you ready for it, baby? Come on. She says she never